What encourages you to travel? Well, for me, I like to travel because I like to understand all these different cultures better. I like to be able to witness all these different sceneries and views, but I also like understanding other people's traditions and what they do on a daily basis. I always try to keep an open mind whenever I travel. I don't judge, I don't try to discriminate, and I'm always curious on finding out what other people like to do every day. Try to be open-minded and not keep that narrow-minded mindset that a lot of people have about traveling and different cultures just because they're not immersed to it yet. This documentary will help you understand why traveling could help avoid discrimination in the future. Alright, what's your opinion on traveling?
Well, in my opinion, it's a very good thing because it's a good way to get immersed into the world and a way to express yourself and learn about how other people express themselves and basically just learning about different cultures, different people, and really opening your mind.
Okay. What's your opinion on people being discriminated?
Well, I think discrimination is always going to be a thing. That's just the way the human body was created, the human mind was created, and that's how society works. But of course, I'm going to say it's a bad thing. It's very close-minded. Affects people in a negative way. It doesn't make anybody happy.
Have you ever been discriminated? If so, could you describe it to me?
Well, technically yes, because my ethnicity can sometimes be very confusing. Like for example, I was born in Africa, I'm from different countries, that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff can induce discrimination. Because in my opinion, discrimination is a way for people to set themselves apart from people they don't like and to make themselves feel better because they're from a certain place or they're from a certain ethnicity.
Okay. Because you don't travel often, what's your perspective on different cultures worldwide?
Well, like I said before, people can be very different, and by going and traveling around the world and experiencing these different cultures, you can see that where you're from can affect who you are. It can affect your traditions, it can affect the way you speak, the way you treat other people. For example, someone in Russia might treat an outsider differently from someone from America or from Indonesia, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Have you ever witnessed or experienced discrimination before? If so, could you describe it?
Yeah, I got pulled for random checking a lot when traveling to the US because there was Muhammad in my name, and especially living in the US post 9/11, it was very hard being a Muslim.
Do you travel often?
Yeah,
Why?
because I guess it's best to see the world around you before you can't, before you're too old, you don't want to move, you can't move, and also to experience different cultures before they die out, see places before they get flooded, before they get destroyed.
Because you do travel often, has your perspective changed on different cultures worldwide?
I always like to keep an open mind when I travel. I've never traveled with a fixed mindset, so I guess I wouldn't have to have my mindset changed on a culture because I'd always judge them by the first time I saw them rather than a presumption.
Have you ever studied abroad?
Yeah.
What was your experience like?
School in America is pretty. I don't think I had the full experience because I went to a private school and not a public school, so things were much more controlled.
Finally, would you recommend people to travel often and why?
If they had the means to do it or the financial stability to do it, then 100% yes. Because before this world sinks or catches fire or something, it's best to see places that aren't anywhere else in the world.
These two individuals constantly stated that we must be able to immerse ourselves into these different cultures, view these different sceneries, but also to keep an open-minded mindset whilst we're traveling. Us humans, we are social creatures. We work best being united rather than being divided, and continuing to be xenophobic and discriminatory really doesn't benefit us in that type of situation. We need to be able to understand all these different cultures and put ourselves in another person's shoes all the way from the other side of the planet so we can actually make progress into achieving world peace or just solving simple issues that should not be issues in a modern world today. I believe that traveling is the best solution to avoiding discrimination, and I hope that this documentary has convinced you otherwise regarding discrimination, regarding xenophobia, and convince you to start traveling more often just to be able to immerse yourselves into these different cultures. My name is Raafi Nurmansyah, and thank you for watching.